Selenium is a vital mineral for the human body that has numerous roles. It increases immunity, takes part in antioxidant activity that defends against free radical damage and inflammation, and plays a key role in maintaining a healthy metabolism. According to studies, consuming foods with selenium, like Brazil nuts, eggs, liver, tuna, cod, and sunflower seeds, or taking supplements, can have positive antiviral effects, support fertility and reproduction, and may even reduce the risk of cancer, autoimmune, and thyroid diseases. Selenium is a trace mineral that's found naturally in the soil and also appears in certain foods. There's even small amounts in the water you drink. Something that makes it valuable is its role in antioxidant activity. As a component of antioxidant enzymes, particularly glutathione reductase, it's key for repairing tissues throughout the body. Because it both increases antioxidant capability and the quality of blood flow, it can help to enhance resistance against diseases and effects of stress. Its ability to fight oxidative stress and inflammation is thought to be due to different types of selenoproteins found in selenium. Among healthy people in the US, a selenium deficiency is believed to be uncommon. However, people with certain medical health conditions like HIV, Crohn's disease, and other disorders that can impair nutrient absorption are associated with having low levels that can then lead to a deficiency. Selenium benefits include the ability to fight the aging process and help the immune system by reducing free radical damage. It has a synergistic effect with other antioxidants like vitamin E, enabling the body to defend against cancers like prostate and colon cancer. As an essential component of glutathione peroxidase, it helps to carry out important enzyme processes that protect lipids in cell membranes. It's needed to fight oxidative degradation of cells and protect against mutation and DNA damage that can cause the diseases. Selenium's benefits are especially helpful if you have a weak immune system or a history of cancer in your family. Supplementation at high doses has been shown to potentially have anti-cancer effects. According to studies, it may be effective at reducing the risk of cancer incidence, cancer-caused mortality, and severity of cancers, specifically in the liver, prostate, colorectal area, and lungs. Because it has a special job of activating selenoproteins, this mineral acts in an enzymatic role that helps antioxidants do their job. There's evidence that selenium benefits include not only being able to cut the cancer risk, but also help to slow down existing cancer progression and tumor growth. Studies have shown that a high dose of 200 milligrams a day can be effective in protecting DNA, which can reduce the risk from cell mutations and cancer development. Other studies show that in areas of the world where the soil is lowest in selenium, cancer risk is increased when compared to areas that have higher levels naturally available. According to recent research, selenium benefits immunity because it's needed for the proper functioning of the immune system, and it can also be a key nutrient in counteracting the development of viruses, including HIV. In patients who already contracted HIV, it's been shown to also be useful in slowing down the progression of the disease into AIDS. Low selenium concentrations are associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Supplements or an increase of selenium-rich foods may be able to help prevent coronary heart disease. It's believed that it can benefit the heart due to its ability to fight inflammation, increase blood flow, reduce free radical oxidative stress, and help with antioxidant activity. Research now suggests that there's a link between thyroid metabolism and a selenium deficiency. This mineral acts as a catalyst for the production of active thyroid hormones. If you imagine that your body is a manufacturing facility, then your thyroid would be the main boss in charge of regulating the whole operating system. So when the thyroid isn't working properly, there are many serious, noticeable consequences. The thyroid gland controls numerous important everyday body functions, including appetite, sleep, temperature, weight, energy, and more. A problem with proper thyroid function can result in negative symptoms like irritability, muscle weakness, fatigue, weight gain or loss, trouble sleeping, and many other reactions. Therefore, acquiring proper amounts of selenium benefits the thyroid and the body in many ways. It acts as a powerful protector of the thyroid, and it regulates the production of reactive oxygen within the gland and protects it from antibodies that can create thyroid disease. For these reasons, selenium's benefits are also being investigated to see if they can help patients with Hashimoto's disease, Graves' disease, and in pregnant women with an anti-TPO antibodies. Certain studies have investigated the use of selenium for the treatment of dozens of conditions that range from asthma to arthritis, thyroid disorder, and heart disease. The risk of these conditions increase as we age, so consuming it could help defend the body and may contribute to a longer life. Observational studies have demonstrated that patients with chronic asthma may have lower levels of selenium. According to studies, when people with asthma took selenium supplements, they experienced less asthma-related symptoms than those who took a placebo. Supplementation may be a useful add-on treatment to medication for patients with chronic asthma. However, more research is needed before this becomes a regular practice, as researchers have yet to determine the mineral's full effect on lung function. Selenium benefits fertility because it's required for proper sperm motility and also increases blood flow, two key components involved in conception and beating infertility. It's incorporated in the sperm mitochondria capsule and may affect the behavior and the function of the sperm as they move through the vaginal canal. It appears that both low and high sperm selenium concentrations can have a negative influence on the number of sperm. Therefore, aiming to meet the recommendations but not exceeding them is important for fertility. Some studies also show this may even reduce the risk of miscarriage, but at this point, more research has been dedicated to infertility in men than in women when it comes to selenium supplementation. Selenium is a trace mineral, which means we only need a small amount of it. However, the body is able to flush it out of your system somewhat quickly, since it plays an actionable role in many important bodily functions. Therefore, it's important to consume it regularly, especially as you age, in order to take advantage of its benefits. Some doctors, such as naturopaths, may recommend selenium supplements to treat acne, asthma, tendinitis, male infertility problems, and post-menopausal disorders in women, among other conditions. It's important to note that if you already consume proper amounts of selenium from a healthy diet, consuming more may not be beneficial, and high doses reaching 400 micrograms per day can even be harmful. The recommended daily allowance for selenium depends on your age. For children aged 1 to 3, it's 20 micrograms per day. Children aged 4 to 8, 30 micrograms per day. Aged 9 to 13, 40 micrograms per day. Adults and children 14 and up, 55 micrograms per day. Pregnant women 60 micrograms per day, and breastfeeding women 70 micrograms per day. In supplement form, selenium is available in the form of selenomethionine and selenium selenate. Selenomethionine is usually easier for most people to digest and absorb properly. When taking selenium supplements, most adults should take up to 55 micrograms a day, such as selenomethionine form. while pregnant women should take up to 60 micrograms and lactating women 70 micrograms. The tolerable upper limit of selenium is 400 micrograms per day. Whole foods are the best source of selenium, especially when these foods are handled and prepared in a delicate way, since the mineral may be destroyed during process and very high heat cooking methods. Just one Brazil nut provides more than 100% of the daily selenium that you need, roughly 68 to 91 micrograms. Selenium can be found in soil and from food sources. However, certain groups of people are more likely to be deficient. There are actually 4 naturally occurring types of this trace mineral. The 4 natural states of selenium are elemental selenium, selenide, selenite, and selenate. 2 types, selenate and selenite, are found predominantly in water, whereas the other 2 types are the kinds found in soil and therefore in food sources. For humans, the primary pathway of consuming it is through food, followed by water, then air. Suffering from a selenium deficiency is correlated with an increased risk of health problems, including mortality due to inflammation, infertility, poor immune function, and cognitive decline. While not as serious, deficiency symptoms can include reproductive issues, muscle weakness, fatigue, brain fog, thyroid dysfunction, and hair loss. Some contributing factors that can cause a selenium deficiency could include having mercury fillings or other heavy metal contamination, as selenium levels can be used up, making sufficient glutathione to help the body deal with this toxicity. Not eating selenium foods very often. Consuming foods grown in poor quality soil. Being affected by Guillain-Barré disease, which is a chronic bone disorder, or undergoing kidney dialysis or living with HIV. Taken at a normal dose, selenium doesn't have any negative side effects. An overdose of selenium or selenium toxicity may possibly cause reactions like bad breath, fever, nausea, and potentially liver complications, or even kidney and heart disease, although these only occur at very high levels that reach poisoning status. Again, the toxicity of most forms of selenium is rare and usually only experienced in people who supplement with high doses. Too high a level can lead to potentially fatal complications, including heart attack and respiratory depression also.